Hello, my name is Edwige Dantika. As Haitian people, we have been fighting for our survival for over 200 years. Our first collective memory of the Creole pig was in Bois Caïman in 1791. A black pig was offered and sacrificed for our freedom, and proud Africans, whose bodies had been enslaved but never their spirit, demanded freedom or death, liberté ou la mort. As a child, I remember how important the Creole pig was to many families, including my own. However, in 1982, almost every pig in the country was slaughtered. This documentary explores why and how it happened and what a small group named Grassroots International and Haiti's largest peasant organization is doing to bring the Creole pig back to the countryside. Our journey begins in Cap-Haïtien, near Haiti's north coast, where Grassroots met with two organizers of the National Peasant Movement.
This is my house. I've lived here 27 years. I have 9 children. When I was young, I got involved in the church. And then I met Doudou, and I decided to get involved in the movement.
I am the son of peasants, and I'm well aware of the state they're living in, how they are marginalized, how Duvalier first of all divided them. It was important for us to put together a strong organization so we could struggle to change the peasants' lives economically, politically, and socially.
Grassroots traveled with Doudou and Madame Guerrero to talk with peasant families. Why is this small, black, floppy-eared pig so important to the Haitian people? What was it like when men came to kill the animals that meant so much to them?
Pigs were the source of our livelihood. They were what helped us take care of our children, help us take care of ourselves. If we were sick, to pay for the hospital, to go see the doctor, to pay for school. But if you don't have any pigs anymore, you are useless. We ended up with nothing.
At that time, when I was a young child, but still old enough to remember, my father had about 30 pigs. He had 30 pigs and 15 kids. 8 of us were in school. 7 were not in school. Then, when they killed the pigs, we all got pulled out of school.
Cochon créole, yo te toujours elel kane bank et paysan yo.
The Creole pig used to be called the savings bank of the Haitian peasant. It was in the pig that the peasants had their savings. Because the breed of pig, the Creole pig, was a pig that had a tremendous resistance. It ate the remains from the kitchen, drank dirty water, ate grass. The pig was never sick. We never spent money on them. They would live in incredible conditions in the sun without drinking water for several days. So this self-sufficiency created autonomy for the peasants.
Haiti, in
1980, Haiti was by far the biggest producer of pigs in the Caribbean. We had 1,600,000 heads of pig, which put us very far ahead of the Dominican Republic or even Cuba.
On the day they came to kill the pigs, were you there?
I was there the day they killed the pigs, but I didn't watch them because I was crying for my pigs. Because they were my life. Whenever I had a problem, I would take a little one and sell it. I saw that day that I was losing my pigs, and that's why I was crying.
The African Swine Fever came from Spain to the Dominican Republic and soon crossed the border into Haiti. Many Haitians have vivid memories of that time.
It was when President Duvalier was in power that they came to kill the pig. They came to say that the pigs were spreading some sickness, you see, and that soon there would be more sickness. So you're obliged to turn them over. You're powerless. You turn them over to them to be killed.
The eradication program was decided by the American government. USAID made it one of its priorities.
The eradication program was not run by AID. The eradication program was run by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, along with, it was a joint program by the Mexicans, the Americans, and the Canadians because of a concern about swine fever getting into those three herds.
Le programme a été imposé au gouvernement.
The program was imposed on the Haitian government because the Haitian government had at first refused to eradicate the pigs. The refusal provoked AID to take action whereby the USPL 480 food aid programs was conditioned on the total eradication of every pig.
Comme l'une des conditionnalités du programme PL 480.
It is very clear that direct political and economic pressure was put on the Haitian government for the elimination of the pigs.
Sur le gouvernement pour arriver à l'élimination des porcs.
The disease spread in the Dominican Republic in 1979-1980. And the United States were fearing that people leaving Haiti by small boats could also bring foods with them and take it to the United States. This is the starting of Reagan. And Reagan was helping the Duvaliers. And the Duvaliers needed that assistance. And so when the Reagan's administration told them that they had to kill the pigs, there was no resistance from them.
When the time came for actual eradication, there was a tremendous uproar. The government agents, so-called Tonton Macouds, did everything they could to make the people frightened so that all the peasants would bring their pigs to be slaughtered.
Those people were pressuring the population, terrorizing the population, and telling them, you'd better kill your pig yourself. I will beat you till you bleed.
They were given a lot of money to kill the pigs. They didn't give the peasant anything in compensation.
Because they killed the pigs that had paid for our schooling, all 15 of us ended up out of school. Hunger was killing us. We were living in misery. So we went through some really tough times, and we still are today.
Some Haitian agronomists and agricultural organizations did not agree with the American plan. One of these was the Groupe de Recherche pour le Développement, GRD.
The position of GRD was that total eradication was not necessary, that there was a way to control the disease. In negotiations with AID, we met with them regularly to see if they would change their policy on the pig program. We didn't get anywhere influencing them. They did not want to change.
There were groups of peasants and technicians thinking how they could resist this. So that was why the group at GRD brought some pigs to the island of La Tortue to test them and make sure that there was no sickness among them, so that they could save them to repopulate the mainland.
Mystérieusement, pendant une nuit,
Mysteriously, one night, guys came and killed the pigs that were in the experimental farm supervised by the GRD. Pigs that everyone recognized were healthy. There were witnesses, the guards and others, that say many men came, armed to the teeth, and proceeded physically to eliminate every pig in the farm.
As I understood it, USDA sent word to the Haitian Minister of Agriculture and said, we want those pigs killed too, because we've invested too much money in this program to not have the satisfaction of probably telling our constituency, the American Swine Producers Association, that all the pigs have been killed.
$23 million was spent on the eradication of the Creole pig. The Black Caucus of the United States Congress, concerned for Haiti's economic future, lobbied USAID to invest in a repopulation effort. But in the end, less than $4 million was spent on repopulation.
The program for eradication included a repopulation program that was to be financed by the Inter-American Development Bank. But the IDB program never happened. What happened was they killed the pigs, approximately 400,000. They put out 2,000 sentinel pigs in order to see whether the swine fever was gone. And then the Black Caucus said to us, look, these pigs are out there. There's no reports of swine fever, and nothing is happening on repopulation. Could you please do something? So in 1984, I think, we began the program. We said that any group that wanted to be a pig reception center could do it, but they had to meet 3 conditions. The first one was they had to agree to feed the pigs a special feed. We paid for half of it, they paid for half. They had to have a breeding center, which was done through an appropriate technology mechanism. It was basically a cement floor with a roof to protect the pigs and a cement floor that was on a slope so you could wash down the floor each day. And the third thing was they had to agree to distribute 1/2 of the piglets to the poorest people in their community.
The pigs they brought in after they killed the Creole pigs were completely useless for the peasant because you had to build a house for those pigs to live in. But the peasants themselves don't have decent houses to live in, so how were they to build a house for the pigs to live in? Many people bought pigs at first, and then they saw that they couldn't take care of them. You had to buy wheat bran to feed them, and a sack of feed was very expensive.
It's evident that the problem the United States had with the Haitian peasant was his level of autonomy. Before the elimination of the Creole pig, pig raising was carried out with a great deal of self-sufficiency. People did not buy chemical feed or industrially prefabricated feeds. It was integrated with the environment. It was really an organic model of animal husbandry. For the U.S. industry, that was very bad because they wanted to sell as much as possible. But it was clear that the model chosen for pig repopulation gave priority to the large white breed, which is very dependent on industry. So clearly, those farmers became very dependent on American feed imports to take care of those pigs.
They bluffed you by telling you they were going to send you new pigs to replace yours. To this day, you never got them. When they finally arrived in Haiti, those pigs, they arrived only for the well-to-do to possess. With the pigs you lost your income, you see.
As a peasant movement, we wanted to get involved in the struggle around the Creole pig. We marched, we demonstrated, we started creating some songs. Give me my Creole pig, give me my Creole pig.
The peasants, because they didn't have any pigs anymore, started cutting down trees to make charcoal until the land couldn't produce anymore. And automatically, when the land couldn't produce anymore, a lot of peasants left the land and came to the slums. When they were in the slums, they were targeted for selling their labor cheaply in factories. When our country doesn't produce anymore, then a lot of American products come very easily into our markets, like turkey wings, pig snouts, second-hand clothing, food aid. All of these destroys the image of our country and its people.
The eradication touched every level of Haitian society. Every peasant had a pig. It's the women who took care of the pigs, and the whole peasant economy fell apart because of the massacre of the pig.
Because your parents can't support you anymore and you've lost the Creole pig that you had, you end up having children before you're ready. You leave your parents' house because you're fleeing poverty, then you come here to the city and you go back home with a child. That's called double poverty. All of that is because of the Creole pig.
Ever since the peasants lost the Creole pigs, in all of the demands that we women and the men too are making, we always say it's the Creole pig that we would like to have back.
The struggle for the Creole pig has become the principal struggle for the peasant organization. And we here at the MPNKP continue in that struggle to this day.
The MPNKP is the largest peasant organization in Haiti, with 200,000 members nationally. The National Peasant Movement grew out of peasant organizing, which started 25 years ago in the village of Papai in central Haiti. Since the eradication, the movement has advocated the repopulation of the Creole pig. Grassroots International began working with organizers from northern Haiti in 1996 and recently met with the National Board to discuss options for expanding the program.
We'd like to know more about how you function in the country and particularly your relationship with this organization, MPNKP.
Grassroots International has no permanent presence in Haiti at all. We're a very small organization. We have only one office, which is in Boston, in the United States. We have 9 people working in that office. We have only 2 people who make connections with our partners in other countries. And I'm the person who makes those connections in Haiti. So the relations that we build with the partners, like the MPNKP or the MPP, depend very much on the strength of those organizations in Haiti.
The MPNKP, with money raised by grassroots, buys Creole and mixed breed pigs from merchants at local markets and from peasant breeding centers, and distributes them to peasant groups made up of MPNKP members.
acheté cochon très bas prix. Et nous payons $140. Très bas, bas.
We'll all take care of this pig together. Not just me. We're all going to take care of this pig. Now that we have a vet, we've learned how to take better care of the pig. We know that the pig has to get a shot each month.
As a young guy, I decided I should get training as a vet since I raise pigs and have experience in raising the pigs we had before. I see that this program will be good for the neighborhood and for Cape Haitian in general. But I don't have the means to buy lots of medicines. Currently, I use these thermos to store the vaccines, but I really should have a refrigerator and a large stock of medicines.
The very best thing about this project, the Pig Repopulation Project, is that it's a project that's self-sustaining and that builds itself, and that it can be a self-sufficient project for the women in this group, for all the other groupements that are getting pigs in the long run. And we understand that the United States government had a role in the eradication of the pigs. So we have a responsibility to work with all of you to repopulate the pig together, the pig population together.
In 2004, the project will be 7 years old, and we hope by then to have distributed over 20,000 pigs. As 2004 is the 200th anniversary of our independence, we hope that this project will mark a new economic independence for peasants, an independence that was taken away from them before.
Haitians are a nation with courage. We are invincible. Poverty cannot break our spirits because we are used to it. You understand that raising our children is our primary concern here in Haiti. Raising our children and paying for their education. This is what worries us the most, putting our children through school. And now that we have this pig, it represents hope for us. We offer you our thanks.